Welcome to Eventful Realities. Today we're exploring one of the deadliest skydiving accidents in history. The 1967 Lake Erie Skydiving Disaster. On August 27, 1967, a tragic series of events unfolded, claiming the lives of 16 skydivers and changing the face of skydiving regulations forever. But what led to this catastrophic incident? Join us as we explore the tragic events that unfolded on that fateful day. It was a warm summer evening in 1967 when 20 eager skydivers gathered at Ortner Airport in Ohio, ready to board a World War II B-25 Mitchell bomber plane. They had been anticipating this complimentary high-altitude jump for weeks, excited to experience the thrill of free-falling from thousands of feet above the ground. Little did they know that this jump would turn into the deadliest disaster in the history of recreational skydiving. Skydiving in the 1960s was a burgeoning sport, with adrenaline seekers pushing the boundaries of human flight. Enthusiasts flocked to drop zones, eager to experience the thrill of freefall. The equipment, while advanced for its time, lacked many of the safety features we take for granted today. The B-25 Mitchell bomber, a legendary aircraft from World War II, had been repurposed for civilian use. Known for its robustness and reliability, it was often used for skydiving operations, offering a unique experience for jumpers. As the plane slowly climbed to an altitude of 4,000 feet, the skydivers prepared their gear and double-checked their equipment. The mood was electric with excitement, as they knew the adrenaline-pumping freefall was just moments away. However, unbeknownst to the jumpers, the weather had taken a turn for the worse, with a thick layer of clouds obscuring the view below. As the B-25 reached the jump altitude, the skydivers gathered at the open door, peering out into the cloudy abyss. They could feel the rush of adrenaline coursing through their veins, their hearts pounding with excitement. The pilot gave the signal, and one by one, they leaped out of the plane in a circular formation, holding on to each other's harnesses. But as they fell through the dense clouds, they quickly lost sight of one another, panic setting in as they struggled to maintain their grip. Little did they know, their lives were about to change forever. The skydivers plummeted through the air, their bodies twisting and turning as they desperately tried to regain control. Some managed to pull their ripcords, but the powerful winds ripped the pilot chutes from their hands. Others frantically searched for their main parachutes, but the thick clouds made it impossible to see. The jumpers were hurtling towards the dark waters of Lake Erie, unaware of the impending doom that awaited them. The first jumper hit the water at over 120 miles per hour, his body sinking like a stone beneath the waves. The others followed their screams of terror echoing across the vast expanse of the lake. One by one, the skydivers hit the water, their bodies disappearing beneath the waves in a horrifying display of human fragility. A fishing boat in the area saw the jumpers falling and rushed to help, but the skydivers were spread out over a wide area, making it nearly impossible for the boat to reach them all in time. The crew watched in horror as the skydivers struggled against the frigid waters, their movements growing weaker with each passing second. The race against time had begun. In the aftermath, only 2 survivors were rescued, while the remaining 16 skydivers perished in the cold waters of Lake Erie. Abandoned canopies, jumpsuits, harnesses, and helmets bobbed on the waves, a haunting reminder of the tragedy that had just unfolded. Among the victims were John Doe, a seasoned jumper with over 100 jumps, and Jane Smith, a first-time jumper, whose excitement turned into a nightmare. The families of the victims were left to grapple with the devastating loss. The National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, investigation delved deep into the causes of the disaster. They meticulously examined the flight records, air traffic control logs, and witness testimonies to piece together the events leading up to the tragedy. The investigators discovered that the B-25 pilot had mistakenly believed he was over Ortner Airport, when in fact he was above Lake Erie, The air traffic controller had also failed to provide accurate information to the pilot about their actual location, compounding the error. Furthermore, the NTSB found that the skydivers were in violation of safety protocols by jumping in poor visibility conditions, despite the golden rule of skydiving: don't jump if you can't see the target. The investigators also uncovered evidence that the B-25 was not properly equipped for the high-altitude jump, lacking the necessary safety features and emergency equipment. The aftermath of the Lake Erie Skydiving Disaster led to legal battles and the establishment of unique precedents in skydiving regulation. The pilot's certificate was indefinitely suspended, and in 1972, the FAA was found responsible for the deaths of 16 skydivers in a wrongful death lawsuit. But for the families of the victims, the scars of that fateful day would never fully heal. In the wake of this tragedy, the Parachute Club of America changed its rules, restricting jumps within 50 miles of any body of water unless survival gear was worn. To this day, the Lake Erie Skydiving Disaster remains the deadliest accident in the history of recreational skydiving, a grim reminder of the importance of following safety protocols, no matter how experienced the jumpers may be. The lessons learned from this disaster continue to shape the sport of skydiving, ensuring that such a tragedy never happens again. The Lake Erie disaster serves as a grim reminder of how quickly things can go wrong. It's a story of human error, unforeseen circumstances, and the relentless pursuit of answers. As we reflect on this tragic event, it's important to remember the lives lost and the lessons learned. The Lake Erie disaster left an indelible mark on the skydiving community. Each year, a memorial jump is conducted to honor the lives lost. The lessons learned from this disaster continue to resonate, reminding us of the importance of safety and vigilance. Skydiving today is vastly different from the 1960s. Modern equipment includes advanced altimeters, automatic activation devices, and more reliable parachutes. Thank you for watching this detailed account of the Lake Erie disaster. If you found this video engaging and informative, please give it a thumbs up, comment below on what eventful incident you'd like us to cover next, and don't forget to subscribe to Eventful Realities. Hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest videos. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.